All right, you thought the 2008 presidential race couldn't get any more crowded? Well, it sounds like there could be another guy in the waiting. Third-party presidential candidate Ralph Nader ripping into Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton, suggesting he might run for president if Hillary becomes the Democratic nominee. He gave this assessment of Senator Clinton, quote, "She flatters, panders, coasting, front-runner, looking for a coronation, not taking on the huge waste in the military budget as a member of the Armed Services Committee, never going after the corporate crimes against pensions, against workers. She has no political fortitude." That, the quote from Ralph Nader. Let's talk about it with Kelly Bingle, a Democratic strategist, and Pete Snyder, a Republican strategist and former pollster for Rudy Giuliani. Welcome to both of you. All right,
John.
Kelly, so we know that Senator Clinton is in the race for real. Should she be nervous if Ralph Nader decides to get in?
No, I don't think so at all. I think what Nader said is like a gnat at a picnic. You know, it's distracting, it's annoying, but it's not that big of a deal.
Kelly, you know, a lot of people think that Ralph Nader cost Al Gore the White House.
Well, Hillary Clinton and Al Gore are two very, very different candidates, and I don't think this is any more than a mere distraction, like a gnat at a picnic, really.
All right, so you don't think he is going to make much of a difference?
No, it's a one-day story. I really think so.
All right, Pete. How about on the Republican side? Would Republicans like to see Ralph Nader get in the race?
You know, I think that's being a bit too cute for our own good. You know, look, I would prefer a straight-up race, mano-y-mano. That way you can't have people kvetching later on that, oh, so-and-so cost the race. I mean, there were a lot of smart guys in Washington in 1992 that wanted Perot to get in the race because they thought it would stop Clinton and save Bush. And, well, we all know what happened with that one. So I think at this day and age, it's way too early. And, you know, Ralph Nader's a real odd duck. I mean, this guy just hates the spotlight, doesn't he? I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't thrown his hat in the Anna Nicole paternity suit right now just to get a little bit of spotlight. I mean, he's kind of a non-issue.
Please, I'm trying not to do Anna Nicole segments this week. Listen, Pete. There may be a reason that you're not too big on Ralph Nader. As we mentioned, you're kind of a Rudy Giuliani supporter. If you take a look at some Fox News poll numbers that we just had up and some others that we're going to show you now, if Ralph Nader gets into the race, it appears to hurt Rudy Giuliani's poll numbers. I hope we can get to those here in a second, but maybe you could address it. Okay, here we go. Three-way race for president. Hillary Clinton has 40%. Rudy Giuliani has 46%, according to our Fox News poll. Ralph Nader polls 5%. You take Ralph out of the race, all of a sudden Rudy's ahead by 9 percentage points. Is that why, Pete, you don't like the prospect of a Ralph Nader entry?
John, it is so early. I think all of that is really inconsequential. Look, I think that if Hillary Clinton becomes a Democratic nominee, you might not only have Ralph Nader, but you might have Michael Bloomberg hop into the fray as an independent with the billions of dollars that he could spend in the race. Actually, as a Republican, I'm more nervous about a Bloomberg hopping in than any kind of Nader out there. Now, that said, I think it'd be very tough to have two former mayors of New York City in the race, or two mayors of New York City. You know, if Rudy wins the nomination, I really doubt that there'll be any oxygen for Mike Bloomberg. But that's the one I'd be more concerned about.
Pete Snyder and Kelly Bingle. We have to leave it there. Thank you both.